Run your own race in business and run your own race in life. So often I am sad, so often I get frustrated and overwhelmed when I look at what everyone else is doing. I am someone who is very easily distracted. I tend to watch YouTube videos. I tend to do all these things that are kind of putting me in this position where I look at what everyone else is doing. Yeah. So I have a couple of people in my life that I really look up to, and then there are people in my life that I enjoy connecting with. I enjoy seeing what is happening in their lives, and sometimes this desire to see what is happening in their lives and what they're doing is growing and growing and growing, and at some point I feel so frustrated because when we look around at what everyone else is doing, we forget to do stuff our own, like we forget to do things ourselves. Quick example here. There is this one YouTuber. I'm not going to name drop any names right here. There's this one YouTuber, and I watch him, and sometimes I just binge watch a couple of videos. You know, when I find a new YouTuber that makes interesting videos, that makes cool content, and I do that in order to see what is happening in his life, what he's doing, what he's up to, what type of content he's producing. And usually these are the videos of the people that are really YouTubers and that actually make this for a living. You probably know some of these people, some of these YouTubers that make a living by creating videos, through making these awesome high quality videos. You know what I'm talking about? And I started comparing myself with them, and as you see, what I'm delivering right here and right now, it is nothing special, it's nothing glamorous, it's nothing that you want to watch for hours and hours and hours on end, unless it's something that actually serves you and actually helps you somehow. Because obviously this is not something that is very appealing to your eyes. I'm sitting here on this chair in this room and I'm just speaking. I don't have a fancy outfit, I don't have a fancy voice or a fancy way of speaking. I'm not even a native English speaker, so I give my best to actually, avoid any obsolete mistakes, and I try to, speak things that are actually true and right. And, I guess what I'm trying to speak is run your own race in life. There are so many people out there. Everyone is doing his own thing. Everyone is doing his own. Everyone's kind of on his own journey. That's what I would call it. Everyone is on his own journey, and when we start to compare our journey, ourselves, with other people, with people that are doing great in life, at least from what we can see, we tend to lose our joy. We tend to get sad. We tend to get maybe even depressive because we see that they are at a point where we would like to be, or they are getting the views, the followers that we would like to have. They are making this amount of money that we would like to make. They are at a specific point in their spiritual lives where we want to be, so we start comparing ourselves to them. So and I think there's nothing wrong with that if it actually helps you to grow, and if it's productive, if it actually helps you to move forward into the direction that you are headed and that where you are wanting to go. But sometimes there are people who are looking good on the outside and they're doing great things, but we are on a completely different path, on a completely different journey than they, but still we compare ourselves to them. For example, my goal with this YouTube channel is not to make a living because of these videos, because these videos are probably not going to make hundreds of thousands, create or generate hundreds of thousands of YouTube of views or millions of views as of right now. Maybe in the future, maybe in 5 years, maybe in 10 years, because this right here is evergreen content. Once I have uploaded it, it's going to drive content and traffic to my YouTube videos. But what I'm speaking is that these videos are probably not going to be I'm simply here to share stuff that is valuable. My goal is to serve you, and my goal is to give you advice that is actually applicable, that you can take and apply in your own life and get results. That is what I'm about. And I'm probably going to create some sort of information, just a little PDF or a secret video course or something at some point, and you'll be able to join that one. Not right now, but maybe in the future. And the strategy that I have in my head, or that I have kind of laid out for everything that I'm doing, is not the same that everyone else has. When I look at all these YouTubers, they are trying to make money based on their YouTube videos because they're making YouTube videos and they make this for a living. This is not my goal. I don't make these videos in order to create a living, and therefore it is not even smart or wise to compare myself with these people because they're on a different path and a different journey. Why am I saying this? Simply because I bet that you have been at a place in your life or at a point where you said, well, this person, you know what, I would like to be like this person. I would like to be like this person because they're awesome, they're doing great, they have what I would like to have, they are at a point in their lives where I would like to be. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that, but when it steals your joy, when it kind of shifts your focus away from what you're actually trying to do in your own strategy, then it becomes very, very, it's just noisy. We're living in a world, there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of distraction happening right here and right now. Technology is evolving, we're constantly developing. The technology is developing every single day, every single week, 24/7. And you know what? Sometimes I wish I would not even have a phone because there's so much going on and it distracts me. And it shifts my focus away from what I'm actually trying to do. The more YouTube videos I consume, the less YouTube videos I'm going to make. That's what it is. The more video courses I buy, the less I'm probably going to make myself. Like I said, it's not bad to get an idea of what other people are doing, or get some inspiration from books and people and YouTube videos. There's nothing wrong with that. But we got to be careful that this does not take overhand, and that this does not kind of shift our own desires into a direction where they should not be. I hope that I'm speaking to someone right here, because we can translate this to pretty much any aspect of our lives. Nutrition, sleep, exercise, all these things that are important for our health and for our high performance are individual. I mean, you have to look at your own life and figure out what sleeping pattern is good for me, what diet fits me, what how many hours can I take caffeine before I go to bed? When is my waking up time? When is my wake time? Is it at 5 a.m. in the morning, or is it at 8 a.m. in the morning? When we watch YouTube videos, there are going to be people who are going to say, wake up at 5 a.m. Wake up at 5 a.m. You got to wake up at 5 a.m. in order to kind of be productive or achieve something great or build some great momentum at the beginning of your day. Usually these people don't do it in a very offensive way. They just say, I'll wake up at 5 a.m. and it does this and that, and it just helps me to be motivated and to get things done early in the morning while everyone else is asleep. And they don't say you have to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, but what happens is that that subconsciously influences us. It influences us subconsciously. It tells us, hey, it gives us this information. Waking up at 5 a.m. is great. And when this wealth of information grows and grows and grows, it kind of, it produces a lack of results and a lack of joy and a lack of peace, because we're listening to all these different voices. So I think the best thing that you could do right now is, in order to achieve more in your business, achieve more in your personal life, achieve more in your health, is to find someone who is actually able to give you proper information, proper steps that are going to guide you to your goal. Now let me repeat that. Find someone, two or three. Find some people. Maybe thrive. Maybe find 3 to 5 people that are actually helping you and that are helping you to move where you want to go. And block out all the other noise. Block out all the other voices. Don't watch 500 YouTube videos a week. Don't watch 30 YouTube videos a week and expect to have a clear mind. That's what I've been trying to do. It does not work, my friend. It does not work. We cannot expect to consume so much information and to not be distracted, to not look everywhere. And you know what is very, very, what takes a lot of energy and what consumes a lot of energy? Looking around, looking left and right. What is he doing? What is she doing? Awesome. Great, my friend. Hey, this is awesome. And then commenting on their YouTube videos and reading this book, reading that book, and not applying that information. It is saddening. It is frustrating, and it is overwhelming. And we don't want that. We don't want to be overwhelmed with our finances. We don't want to be overwhelmed and frustrated with our faith. We don't want to be overwhelmed or frustrated with our health and our performance. No, we want to achieve peak performance. We want to optimize our sleeping patterns. We want to optimize our nutrition. We want to eliminate brain fog. We want to make sure that we are constantly generating money, making some sort of income in order to give and live more and give more and do these things. And it's so hard to do these things. I think it's sheer impossible to get where you want to be if you're looking around left and right and not focusing on your own business, not running your own race. And this is just a little rant right here because I'm speaking from my heart, and I'm speaking emotionally because this is important, and it is important now, and it's going to be important in 10 years. It's going to be important in 10 days. It's going to be important tomorrow, because like I said, the technology, it is evolving, it is developing, and when we continue to spend all our time on social media, especially now that many people are at home, many people are losing their jobs, it is important that we keep our focus and that we stay focused. Because what does focus mean? Follow one course until success. That's what focus means, and we want to follow one course until we are successful. We want to follow one course until we have achieved our personal goals, or relationship goals, or networking goals, or health and finance goals. And of course we're going to adapt on the way, and that's where we watch YouTube videos. That's where we are actively trying to consume information that is going to help us to go somewhere. But mindlessly browsing the internet, mindlessly checking out every other blog post, every other YouTube video in order to get somewhere, it's not going to work, my friends. It does not work for me, and it's most likely not going to work for you. So let me know in the comments down below, have you ever dealt with this overwhelm, this sense of anxiety, even this sense of, man, I can't keep up, everyone is doing their own thing, I want to do the things that they do and get the results that they have? Have you ever felt that feeling or sense of overwhelm and frustration because you have looked left and right instead of looked at your own path? Let me know in the comments down below. I would seriously appreciate you if you would comment down below and let me know if you have ever felt like that, because I think that I'm not alone, and I think that we as people who want to grow and want to actually develop their personalities are not standing still, and we're constantly facing new opportunities. We're constantly facing this wealth of information, the internet. So I would like to know what you think. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm blessed and thankful that you have spent some time with me today. I'm seriously stoked for what is going to happen in the future. Don't let anyone or anything take away your joy. I'll be praying for you and your peace and your family. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos on this channel. If you expect the next video, comment down below. Like this video if you liked it. And see you next week. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Vincent William. Love you. See you next week. Bye.